Welcome to Midweek Mindfulness. I'm Jessica Royer, and I'll be leading our online meditation service this week. We are pre-recording our online services for you, and they will be available on Facebook at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays at the same time that we are meeting in person. I'm grateful that you're here to join whenever and however you are able. If you'd like to make a donation, please visit our website at CSLKC.org. That information is also in the information on this YouTube channel. So I'd like to open with a centering prayer. Knowing that where we are, God is. That infinite wisdom, love, joy, harmony, and peace that is the thread through all beings, connecting us to it and to each other. And then in this space right here and right now, we just take this pause to recognize this connection, to lean into this moment and just be. And I release this with so much gratitude. Ashe, Amen, and so it is. So I wanted to share a little bit from a book called The Wisdom Walk by Sage Bennett. And when I opened it today, it turned to page 61, Prayers Throughout the Day, in the section called Islam's Surrender to Prayer, which is fortuitous, of course, of the divine, because tomorrow begins Ramadan for those who celebrate and practice Ramadan. So the author writes, "The fullness of a day that spans from before sunrise to after sunset gives us many opportunities to touch the spiritual dimension of divine harmonies through prayer. I recognize that the time I stop to pray add melodies of grace to my experience. Prayer always connects me to a divine frequency that allows me to tune into peace, love, and wisdom. Such attunement often softens the stress I associate with too many calls to return in too little time, or the impossible stretch that seems to lie between me and my goals. Prayer gives me a respite as it connects me to the timeless and uplifts me to the solution that exists beyond the problem. Relaxed, restored, I am renewed by the sustenance of prayer to face my challenges. I remember that I am conjoined with the infinite. If we experience a challenge remembering to pray throughout the day, we can even more appreciate the Muslim dedication to praying 5 times a day." So I've had times through the last few years where I committed to praying or being mindful, if you will, or just taking a pause throughout the day. And I set an alarm on my phone to remind me to do that. I'm not sure I did it 5 times. I may have done it 3 times. But it was an interesting practice, and I may jump back into that now after reading this today. So I invite you to contemplate that as we find our seat. If you're sitting, or if you're in a place where you can lie down, gosh, do that. But wherever you are, make yourself comfortable and cozy. I invite you to soften your eyes. Take your first full deep breath down into your belly and release it without judgment. Let's just focus on our next couple of breaths, maybe making them a little bit longer and a little bit slower. Breathing more fully down into your belly, letting it rest there before letting it rise back up and release. You might notice how the inhale is different from the exhale. You may experience the air as cool as it enters your nose, and it might be warmer as it exhales. As you turn more deeply inward, begin to let go of noises around you. If you find that you are distracted by noises in the space that you are in, simply notice them and then bring your attention back to your breath. Just breathe. Just breathe. If your mind wanders to thoughts or plans or problems, simply notice your mind wandering and then let it go. Just let it float away. We always have our breath. You might become distracted by some discomfort or pain in your body. You may also notice feelings or emotions rising up. Acknowledge whatever comes up, including thoughts or stories about your experience. Simply notice where your mind went without judgment. Don't try to push it away or cling to it or wish it was different. Simply refocus your mind and take your attention back to your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. letting our thoughts float away and bringing our attention back to the breath. Releasing judgment, and just be in this precious moment. Breathe. With your next breath, I invite you to return back to your space. Allowing your attention to expand. Noticing your entire body and the place that you are in. Giving thanks for that breath that is always with us, that connection to the divine. The breath is always with you as a refocusing tool to bring you back to this present moment. Thinking about praying 5 times a day. You could try using a single prayer of gratitude, like, "Thank you, Spirit, for this day." Our author says you could also add a simple hand gesture, like crossing your hands, palms down over your heart, and saying or thinking, "I am one with this radiance." It doesn't have to be fancy, and it doesn't have to be long. I want to thank you for the gift of your presence here. This gift of time to yourself and to community. Knowing that in our busy lives, slowing down can sometimes be hard, and it also can be easy. I leave our time with so much gratitude, the joy, peace, love, and harmony that is always with us, taking it out into the rest of our day. Namaste. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week.